So, the Withered Animatronics, they've been kind of neglected in terms of the games or even the movie, from what I know. Well, from what we know right now. I mean, in merch for the past, like, what, 8, 9 years? They've been kind of pushed to the side for merch. But this year, Funko decided, hey, let's just give them what they wanted this whole time. Along with something I didn't really think I needed, but like, it's here and I'm happy about it. So yeah, this is the technically new Funko Pop Wave. Although around the anniversary, the 10th anniversary for the game, we did technically get a Withered Freddy and Puppet plush or pop, but let's be honest, you guys really don't care. So I'm just gonna take a look at these 5. And yeah, on the box, you can see we got Withered Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Mangle. Didn't they already make Withered Bonnie? You know what? I guess I might as well go in order of like, from Freddy to Mangle. So, yeah, here's Freddy. Yeah, I feel like a general consensus I have with this wave is that most of it looks okay. Like, don't get me wrong, some of it still looks a little weird, but like Freddy here, he looks pretty on point. Well, I mean, the head looks a little weird, but you know, it's a pop. You gotta translate that into pop form. I don't really know how well that's gonna go. Although, they did a pretty good job. They added buttons, the weathering. Kinda wish that they had some more color here, but yeah. This is like $13. I'm really not complaining that much. What I've noticed is a common thing with this wave, at least from what I noticed. First of all, dry brushing is pretty nice on here. It looks like they're actually old and rotting, and they look like they're about to have a hernia. But they also have endo teeth inside of their jaws, which I guess with the Withereds and the toy animatronics in general, or the first 2 games, that was the most prominent thing to make them look like animatronics, you know? And I guess with the Withereds, it's the most noticeable. And yeah, I like that. And yeah, I do kind of like the pose he's in. He's just like, like he's strolling to go and get you. I kind of wish they would have like sculpted him in that one pose he does in Fnaf 2 when you put on a mask, like that one. Still a really good pop, and it's either gonna go really good and go upwards from here, or really bad. Well, next up is Withered Bonnie, and holy crap, this is a glow up. So no shock, this is like the second Withered Bonnie merch or pop that's ever existed. There was like I'm looking on my piece on my computer screen right now, and there was like a Walmart exclusive Withered Bonnie where it's like more brighter colors than what this one, more than this one. This is unlike what this one's portraying, but that one also had white eyes for some reason. Why? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I prefer this pop anyways. I don't know. I guess back then they were just making all the pops and neutral poses for Fnafs. For Fnaf? Yeah, Fnaf. Fnaf. But I do like how they have him in an actual decent pose, I would say. Like, he's kind of just has his like hand in like a weird position. It's nice. And you know, to have like a version of the Withered Bonnie pop thing, it's nice. And I really like how they do it. And I don't know if Withered Bonnie has a tail in the game, but like, honestly, that could just be something that somebody's gonna yell at me about. I don't keep track of every single minute detail. Except for the withering. I do like the withering on them. And the color is pretty nice. It's not... It's borderline purple, but it's more indigo. Because I know there's that whole debate of, oh, Withered Bonnie is purple, oh no, blue. I honestly don't care. He can be what he wants to be. I really don't care. He's still my favorite Withered animatronic. Yeah, I mean, so like Withered Bonnie is good. Like so far, we've been on a good track. Now we get to Chica. My God, what did they do to you? Okay, so first of all, I have no idea if they based this off the game model or not. it wouldn't shock me if they stole this from like a fan render or not, because, you know, they've done that in the past. Second of all, why does their beak look like cardboard? I know in game, like, it's supposed to simulate, like, her jaw or whatever, but, like, I don't know. It looks weird. I don't know why, but it looks weird. That, and I feel like they could have made her eyes, like, maybe a different color than just, like, pitch black? I mean, it's still cool. I do like what they did here, and, like, in certain lighting, it's very reflective and kind of creepy, but, like, I don't know, in like other lighting, or at least in like really dark settings, it could kind of blend in and make it look like she doesn't have eyes at all. But that's just me nitpicking, because like I could really care less. Like, everything else looks really nice. I am kind of concerned that this looks like a bruise on her head. Same with that, but like, nah. I like how they simulated the teeth, and you know what? I think she might be the reason why they did the whole teeth thing, because like, at least for me, like it seemed like the inner teeth in like Chica's jaw in Fnaf 2 was like really iconic to me. Well, then, like, you know, missing hands and stuff like that. But you know, I mean, like, obviously, again, you gotta translate that into pop form, and yeah, I feel like they did the best they could. Although, admittedly, she probably would need some time in the sun to tan. But like, you know what? You know. For what it is, it's fine. And now we move on to the one I really don't know what to think about. First of all, it's Foxy, I think. Second of all, I can't tell if they wanted to try to make Withered Foxy or Phantom Foxy. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you turn him green, got rid of his arm, he would look like Phantom Foxy. Also, he's kind of nude, because I don't. Where is his pants? That is literally the same color as the rest of them. Like, why? Now he looks so sad. He's like. Also, I kind of like what they did here with the revealed endoskeleton. I kind of like that they made gears on his head, or his brain would probably be, but like, I don't know. Also, the endoskeleton doesn't make sense, but yet again, when does it ever? And yeah, like the stance he's in is actually pretty good. Like, this is probably what he would look like at the end of the hallway, but like, I don't know. This goes for like all of them too. Like, the wires coming out of them is really nice. And again, like, I feel like the colors are a little off. Like, I don't know. Like, if I could probably put this in Photoshop real quick, or like take the render and put it in Photoshop, give him pants, maybe fix some of this, and you know what, or me put up something if you did it in Photoshop. It probably looks somewhat more decent than what this thing is. Although it's not bad, like, sculpting wise it's fine, feel wise it's fine. It looks like Withered Foxy. It just he looks very sad inside. So yeah, I mean, like, my general consensus with this wave, so like from this point, is that like it starts out really good with Freddy and Bonnie here, but then it just kind of gets to mid. But you know what? It's all thrown out the window. Damn it! It's all thrown out the window. Ah! But Mangle. That's basically where I'm trying to transition. Because who sold their soul to design this? This is amazing. I mean, everything is on point here. The endoskeleton looks great, like, and like all the parts that are still left from Mangle when she was probably fixed up. It looks great. I also like the little endo head. It's very stylized like the rest of them, but it has a nice charm where it's like, I'm endo. That, and again, the jaw inside of her mouth, which. Wait, does Mangle have a jaw in her mouth? Wait, hang on. Okay, I legitimately have to look that up, but yeah, she does have a pair of endo teeth in her mouth. And who the hell is this thing? We will never get an answer for that, I assure you. But yeah, again, like, everything's on point. The wires, the little eye here, that's nice. And you know what, I love that they carried over that Help Wanted included her little tail. That is adorable. And like all the like paint on the feet on the endoskeleton. That's nice. And let me tell you, this thing looks a lot nicer than the Funtime Foxy pop that came before it. And no, I'm not talking about Funtime Foxy from Sister Location. I'm talking about Funtime Foxy from Fnaf World. Or maybe that's what Funtime Foxy was called before she became Mangle. I have no idea. It's been 10 years, give it a break. But yeah, no, I'll put an image on of Funtime Foxy.
Ugh, it looks disgusting. Why does it look like that?
Like this thing, this is beautifully disgusting. Well, I mean, it's an abomination, like Mangle should be, but it's a beautiful abomination. And yeah, obviously she is the best pop in this wave. Second place I would give to Freddy and Bonnie. And technically not last place, because I do actually still kind of like how they look and stuff like that. Chica and Foxy. Not the worst, but they are definitely like my least favorite. And let me get Golden Freddy and the Puppet here, even though I didn't really talk about them. And again, you guys don't really care too much. And I really wish I had Toy Freddy. What? They didn't make the Toy Bonnie or Chica or Balloon. Actually, no, they didn't make Balloon Boy. I'm misremembering. But yeah, let me get these two up here just for convenience of thumbnail. So, is this the best wave? No, but like, it's not the worst one either. I would call this the best worst wave. Like, you have really good elements here, but you also have like some really questionable elements as well. I say they did a pretty good job with a good 65, maybe 70% of this wave. I mean, how one of them is kind of just a retool or remold. Technically, I have no idea what this is considered to be, but like a re-release technically. And the others they just completely made from scratch. Yeah, I think overall I'd give this wave well, if they gave 65% of their effort, I would say 6.5 out of 10. It's only fair, Funko. You are raising your prices. But to be fair, you did reissue this guy for some reason, and I was lucky to find him at a Hot Topics group. And now all I'm missing again is Toy Freddy. But you know, they'll probably reissue him when I die, because I'm 20 right now and they reissued this guy. Pain. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sort of getting back into the swing of being consistent, but yet again, I just need to, you know, actually do things and not be so busy, which, you know, kind of hard for me because summer's always busy for me. And actually no, like, and until the winter, it's busy for me. It's a weird schedule for me, but I do the best I can. If you're gonna get any of these, I would highly suggest just getting Mangle if you don't really care about the rest of them. And yeah.